Once upon a time, on a remote island far out in the sparkling blue ocean, there lived a mischievous pirate named Pete. Pirate Pete wasn't like the other pirates. While most pirates sailed the seas in search of gold and jewels, Pete was known for playing tricks and pranks on his fellow pirates. But despite his playful nature, there was one thing Pete was serious about: finding the legendary lost treasure of the seven seas. Legend had it that the treasure was hidden on a mysterious island that only appeared once every 100 years. It was said to be filled with more gold, gems, and magical artifacts than any pirate could ever imagine. One day, while Pete was exploring the shores of his island, he found an old, weathered map tucked inside a bottle washed up on the beach. The map had strange markings and symbols, and at the very center, there was a big red X. Pirate Pete's eyes sparkled with excitement. This must be the map to the lost treasure, Pete exclaimed. Without wasting any time, he grabbed his ship's wheel and set sail across the ocean. As Pete followed the map, he encountered all sorts of challenges. First, he had to navigate through the stormy sea, where the waves were so high they looked like mountains. Then, he sailed through the whispering winds, where eerie voices called out to him, trying to lead him astray. But Pete wasn't scared. He laughed in the face of danger and pressed on, determined to find the treasure. Finally, after days of sailing, Pete spotted something in the distance, the legendary island of the lost treasure. It shimmered under the golden sun, looking as if it had just appeared out of nowhere. Pete anchored his ship and jumped onto the sandy shore, clutching the map tightly in his hand. According to the map, the treasure was buried in a cave at the heart of the island. But when Pete arrived at the cave, he found a large stone door blocking the entrance. Carved into the door were words that read, "To open this door, you must solve the riddle of the sea." A riddle? Pete grinned. He loved a good challenge. The riddle appeared in glowing letters on the stone. "I have no legs, but I can run. I have no mouth, but I speak to everyone. What am I?" Pirate Pete scratched his head and thought for a moment. He looked around at the island, at the waves crashing on the shore, and suddenly it came to him. "The answer is the ocean," Pete shouted. With that, the stone door creaked open, revealing a sparkling cavern filled with gold, jewels, and chests overflowing with treasure. But there was something even more amazing. At the center of the cavern, there stood a glowing, golden compass. Pete reached for the compass, and as soon as he touched it, something magical happened. The compass began to spin, and a voice echoed through the cave. "This is the compass of true adventure. It will always lead you to where you truly belong." Pete smiled. The treasure was amazing, but he knew that the real adventure was in the journey he had taken to find it. He didn't need all the gold and jewels. What he loved most was the thrill of discovery and the excitement of solving puzzles. With the magical compass in his hand, Pirate Pete sailed back to the sea, ready for his next grand adventure. He knew that no matter where he went, the compass would guide him to new and exciting places. And as he sailed off into the horizon, Pete couldn't help but wonder what other treasures the world had in store for him.